We're live. Gonna do a quick one. I started to lose my voice yesterday. Still feel a little sick today. Feel a lot better than I did in the morning, but don't want to like overuse my voice and make it take longer for me to get healthy again. Probably be better in like 2 3 days, but again, it's like why make things worse when you don't have to? But yeah, hopefully we get a cool stream. Hopefully we get a good amount of people, and you can hear my voice is already cracking. But yeah, I'm not gonna try to talk much before people get in here. Um, I guess I'll ask when people get in. But I posted my first vlog today. I thought it was pretty fun to do. It was actually really easy to film as well. Um, might start doing more of them, simply because it's just like a new avenue to explore. You know what I mean? Like I think it would just be cool to like. I mean, it's not even like nonsense content because like you could just see me at the bookstore and like why I pick out certain books. Like I feel like that's an interesting thing to do. What's up, Just One Human? How's everything? It's 2 a.m. for you. Damn, I hope I'm not keeping you up too late. I'm only gonna do a quick stream. I'm like losing my voice. But yeah, how's everything? Are you feeling better? How are you saying you were like sick? So hopefully everything's good with you. Did you get me sick? I feel like you might have. I've been feeling under the weather. That's good. That's good. I think it was definitely you. You somehow got to me. You like coughed on an envelope and sent it to me in the mail. Something like that. What's up, Mask? How's everything? Just When Human, did you watch the vlog I posted earlier? I want to know what you think about it. Your dad keeps talking in a Scottish accent. Is that a good or bad thing? What's up, Gorilla King? It's a funny name. What's up, Angel? Yeah, your cousin. Okay. Yeah, no rush. I just wondering, like, cause I don't know. I haven't really done much stuff like that. I did one at some point where I went to the gym, but I really haven't done any stuff where I'm like not sat in front of the camera. So I wondered if it was different. So I just really haven't like sat down and thought about it enough. I kind of just did it. What's up, Mark? How's everything? Mark, you've been studying those techniques I sent you. Mark, I found another one today, but I wasn't gonna send it to you because it seemed too dangerous. What's up, Cherry Blossom? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. A little like under the weather, but aside from that, everything's good. But it's really just like a cold. I don't get sick at all. Like if I get sick, it's like a cold like this, and it just like freaks me out because I'm not used to it. I'm in my girlfriend's room, so perhaps I have no idea. Whatever she has on the wall, it's not mine. Shout out to Mariel's cousin. It's such a good one. What are we in, like 2015? Steve Kerr actually named his son Nick, which I think is so funny. You don't know what you're doing? What do you mean? You and your girlfriend watching a movie? I wasn't actually. I was with her last night. No, I'll ask her if she wants to watch that. We watched the Sonic movie today. It was, I don't know. The problem is like she falls asleep instantly, so it's always just me watching it and then me going like, yeah, it wasn't good. And she's like, oh, all right. Sonic 3. No, we watched the first one. You do the same. Yeah, I wish. I can't. I'm always the last person to fall asleep. I always need everyone else around me to be sleeping before I can even begin to like relax and fall asleep. So it's so annoying. If it's a show, I've seen a lot of fall asleep. Oh, so just like background noise. It's interesting way to do it. I'm finding out more and more that I'm not the only one that like falls asleep to like nonsense YouTube. Like it's just like videos you're not intending watching. You're just intending to fall asleep while having it on. I thought I was the only one. Your mom is awake. Why is your mom awake? She punishing your iPad sister? Mark, don't say his name, man. We can't put people on to the legend. We can't say the name. He's too influential. Your iPad sister snoring? Damn, why is she snoring? Does she sleep in the same room as you? How can you be a kid and snore? That's pretty crazy. Oh, rooms in the hall. It's funny to me that like some people snore so loud that you can hear them from like halfway across the house. That's just next level to me. A lot of people don't understand that snoring is like a sign that you can't breathe well normally. And if you really just improve your breath pathways, that shit will just go away. A lot of it has to do with mucus as well. So you can like fix snoring with a better diet. It's weird because there's all these like industries that are built up around snoring, whereas like it's really just like you can eat better. What's up, Biddy? How's everything? Is it true that all Americans are afraid of Putin and Russia? I mean, no. A lot of them are. I bet half the country are. I'm not. It's just like I think there's bigger threats than Russia. I mean, sure, like, you know, some of the decisions he's made I don't agree with, but like, I don't think he's the biggest existential threat to America. What's my favorite book? My favorite book is The Book of Mirdad or The Trial by Kafka. Is Project 2025 real? No, it's not. Project 2025 has never been confirmed by any Trump official. And, like, it's literally just, like, another thing that the Democratic Party was trying to put forward to be like, oh, yeah, this is real. Like, no. The only people that fell for that stuff were just absolute idiots. That's a Cardi pick? Yeah, I think so. I don't know, this isn't my room. Trump is not the biggest threat to America. What are you talking about? The biggest threat to America is the dissolution of the Constitution. The biggest threat to America were the 16th and 17th Amendment. Like, to say that Trump is a threat to America is vastly oversimplifying the issues. The main issues is the people that are in power don't represent the interests of the people who elected them. And until that gets fixed, it doesn't matter who's president. You don't even have to like Trump. Just understand that whatever you think he's doing, like the actual systems are worse. My friend said they were taking away women's rights. That's the dumbest thing ever. Okay, women's rights will not be taken away because in order for that to happen, there would have to be legislation. Courts don't make legislation. Roe v. Wade was overturned because courts don't make legislation. A court cannot write law; it interprets law. That is the responsibility and the role of the court is to make the laws or interpret them, see how they're applied. The legislative bodies are the ones that write the law. That's why Roe v. Wade was overturned, and that's why Ruth Bader Ginsburg did not approve of Roe v. Wade. That is literally what she says in her opinion. Anyone that says the rights are being taken away is a fucking idiot, doesn't understand the argument, and doesn't understand that, oh wow, these are just clickbait titles to get me vote one way or the other. It's just so stupid. He lies and gets, every politician lies and gets away with it, man. I don't understand what you're saying. Every single politician does what Trump does. He does it in a different way. He's none of the other politicians are any better than him. If anything, Biden has more corruption. If anything, Obama had some sketchy stuff going on. So, Clinton? You want to talk about Clinton? You want to talk about Bush? Do you want to talk about any fucking president ever? To say Trump is the biggest threat to America, look at the history of this country. Look at what FDR did to Japanese American citizens in 1942. Look that up. It's such a dumb argument. I don't understand how anyone could make these arguments and not understand the historical context to any of the statements they make. Is Jesus real? Yeah. Don't get into politics. I'm not even getting into politics. I'm not even taking a side. I'm just saying that, saying these one-line statements that doesn't do anything. There's no nuance to it. You have to have nuance to a political opinion. I like Dostoevsky a lot. I'm trying to think of any other Russian writers I've read. That's the only one that comes to mind. I'm sure I've read more, but I do like Dostoevsky. I think he has a lot of great points. Dostoevsky is really interesting because I feel like out of all the authors I've read, he is the most that could have been a philosopher. I mean, obviously Camus was both a novelist and a philosopher, but Dostoevsky really could have had an interesting career when it came to that sort of stuff. Have you thought about how animals feel about vegans eating their food? Dude, veganism is the problem with veganism is unless you see the plants getting, harvested yourself, you realize a lot of birds, a lot of rats, a lot of small mammals get killed to produce the food that you eat, the food that gets packaged. And it's even in bread, there's a lot of rat debris in it, we'll say. It's insane to me that these people are moral high standing and saying I'm better than you because I don't consume meat. It's one, you probably produce more emissions, and two, there are animals getting killed through your food process. It's one thing to be vegan and actually farm your own food and do all these things, but it's another to be vegan and buy soy flavored chicken nuggets and be like, I'm better than you. That shit's just stupid. What's the best first move in a barehanded street fight? Probably a 1-2. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a 1-2 in a street fight. I think a lot of people want to throw big looping punches, but if you're in a street fight, you're probably drunk, you're probably under the influence of something, and just being able to hit something straight down the pipe is going to do a lot. Yeah, it's really weird to me, Sam, how people focus on Trump so much, whereas there's 1,000 other issues, and to reduce the issues with America to a single man is ridiculous. Read Turgenev, Chekhov. Yeah. If you're in my Discord, send me books. If not, it's gonna be hard for me to remember. Dean is just a chill guy. I try. Who's your favorite Indian politician and why? I don't know a single Indian politician. I'm really only good with some European history and American history. And the only reason I know European history is because it's like the foundations of American history. We checked out The Power of Now. I have it in my Amazon cart, but I have so many things I have to read first. Favorite news song? Um, All Girls Are the Same. No. Um, I don't even know. I haven't listened to music in like 5, 6 years. Probably Lucid Dreams, just because I like that beat. I really can't remember any other song, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like maybe when I was like, when was he popular? When I was like 18 or 19? I don't know. I don't think I'd resonate with any of the stuff he raps about anymore. You sent the audiobook? Okay, I'll check it out. Dude, I've been like busy lately, and then I've just been trying to um, relax, but it's not working. So I don't know. My bad. Turgenev, father and son about difference. Okay, that's interesting. Seems like a pretty cool concept. What's up? It's a name. How's everything? Essential to read 0 to 1 Peter 3. What's it about? I do not know who Anna Karenina is. Yeah, it's very weird that other countries are taught about America, and a lot of people in this country can't name, the past 5 presidents or anything to do with the Constitution, anything to do with rights, liberties, the foundations, the founding documents, any sort of stuff like that. I think it's weird, but it's probably intentional because I mean, this goes back to Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin said to the mayor of Philadelphia's wife, like she was like, what kind of government do we have? And he said, a republic if we can keep it. And the issue is to keep a republic, to have, a representative republic and have it work properly, you need an educated populace. So it's almost like by design that the education system is so bad. But yeah, I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Feel a little sick, but aside from that, everything else is good. Why was it a funny day? Something weird happened? But yeah, when you look at the U.S. education system, I think it's like certain districts, especially the ones that get the most funding, like the inner city schools get the most funding, and they have like a 50% literacy rate upon graduation. It's like absolutely insane. What do you consider subjects that are worth discussing about? I feel like it depends day to day. I really like talking about philosophy. I like talking about religion. Um, but it's not all of those subjects. It's only a few names that I really embrace. I think in essence every topic could be interesting. It's just the way in which you approach it. Oh yeah, you got rejected on a dating site. What'd you put in your bio? Was it like I like feet or something? Is that what you said? What are your thoughts on Trump trying to end the war? I mean, if he ends the war, then he's the greatest president we've ever had. Name a president that has ended wars. Name a president that hasn't started a war. You can't say that for the last, what, 70, 80 years? Maybe longer? And I'm just saying that off the top of my head. Like, Obama started 8 wars. It's like, I mean, everyone praises Obama, but what about the drone strike campaign that had 90%, 97% civilian casualties? It's like, to say Trump is this evil person and not point the finger at every other politician is just insane to me. Kamala, terrible candidate. One of the least qualified candidates any party has ever run. If you wanted diversity hire, you could have picked someone better. Like, it's baffling to me that someone could have to pull out of a primary election because she was doing so poorly in her own state, and then she just gets gifted a a party selection is crazy to me. But yeah. Oh, you got chatting with an old guy? Are you going on a date with him now? Yeah, that's what I mean. America is like every so often, the news is like, did World War III just start? And it's like it hasn't started. It's just gonna continue being proxy wars. Yeah, we got a Russian here right now. We gotta ask him about what's going on. He asked you to marry him. What'd you say? Did you say yes? I bet you said yes. Damn, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, this stuff's like, I find it so frustrating that like the vast majority of people can't see above whatever arguments they're being fed. They can't think for themselves. Um, they just point the finger at one problem. They point the finger at this. They point the finger at that. Whereas like, there's always a bigger fish to fry. There's always be conflict of slight significance. Yeah. One thing I really want with the Trump presidency is the world needs to accept him. Yeah. I mean, it's also like, if they really are this big bad guy, like, shouldn't you like not poke the bear? It seems like time and time again decisions are made to like piss off Putin, and it's like, I'm not saying you should just do the appeasement like Neville Chamberlain style, but like, if he's really that scary and you really want to avoid war, like, shouldn't you at least bring negotiations to the table? What master do you follow? What? What do you mean by that? What are your thoughts on self-help books? It depends on the book, honestly. A lot of them are really good. A lot of them are trash. So, some really good self-help books are Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Power of Positive Thinking. Um, maybe you consider 48 Laws of Power, Mastery, Laws of Human Nature, like stuff like that. Stuff I've suggested are pretty good. There's a lot that isn't good though. There's a lot that I just flip through and I just laugh at because I'm like, this is terrible. So, yeah, I'm a Jedi. What are your thoughts about me being 100K in debt? I mean, if it's college debt, then it's not that bad. If it's credit card debt, then I don't know what to tell you. That's not good. It depends on the debt. Debt necessarily isn't a bad thing. Consumer debt is a bad thing, but again, I can't. I don't know your particular situation, so I can't comment on it. Oh, getting divorced. I mean, that shit just happens then. Um, did she? Are you guys split? You have to split the debt though, right? Or no? Is that the debt from the divorce? Do I believe debts are a real thing? I mean, stop paying them and see what happens. Like what? No, um, there's certain financial industries where you can leverage debt to your benefit. There's such things as good debt, and there's such things as assuming other people's debt to raise your credit score. And this gets into the funny nature of the financial system, but pretty wild theories about the world. Um, no, I kind of just see all the bullshit. Like, I'm not one of those like people that like just schizo posts on Twitter about, oh, look at this symbol, look at this, oh, the Apple logo's a a bitten apple. What does this mean? It's literally the Bible. Oh, Elon's the Antichrist. Like I don't believe half that shit. And it's also like, even if that shit's true, what good does it do you? Like I only believe things that serve me. I don't exist in anyone else's reality. I don't exist in a world where anyone controls me. You know what I mean? That scares me. Divorce rates are growing in all communities globally. Yeah, but it's also just like you can be worried about the divorce rates going up, or you could just like give the person that you're with a fair shake of things. Like if you go into a relationship thinking it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail. If you go into a relationship thinking it can grow, then it can grow. Gargle salt water? I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Dude, you gotta read Emerson. Ralph Waldo Emerson is the greatest American writer. Edgar Allan Poe married his 13-year-old cousin. Fuck that. Ernest Hemingway killed himself in a video game. I have to say that. Even though it's a historical fact. Mark Twain I like. 250K in debt is kind of crazy. Is that like college debt? I mean, that's not as bad, but what's the most intellectually challenging book you've read? The Bible. That's an easy answer though. Like if you like think of how many pages the Bible is. Now think of how many millions of pages have been written trying to interpret it, and none of those pages have even come close to grasping the entire scale of that book. So, do you want an answer that's not the Bible? Because I can give you one as well. I feel like debt is determined only by if you have the ability to pay something back. If it was given to you, technically the person gave it. What do you mean by that? Oh, Mark, you're just giving nonsensical takes. I'm just not gonna keep it family friendly. What do you mean? The humming sound in the background is the fan. I found Harry Potter more entertaining. I've not read the Quran. Other than the Bible, probably Psychology and Alchemy by Jung. It's it's a very interesting book. It's about basically how the origins of psychology are really in the origins of alchemy, and alchemy was about the transmutation of the soul, not just the transmutation of lead into gold. It was making your soul into something more pure. It was basically the first self improvement, guys. It's very interesting. I don't know who. Oh, cosplay as a maid? No. Did I get a haircut? No. So, what books from American literature can you advise? Read anything by Mark Twain. Read anything by Emerson. I don't know. I wouldn't really suggest any other American authors. Maybe Robert Greene. I don't know if you count him. You grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. That why I was born. Who's the black dude behind you? I don't know. This isn't my room. It's hard to become pure after being impure. Yeah, that Young book is like, it's crazy because you're like reading a psychologist, but it reads like almost like a history textbook. Like he did so much research in order to put that together. What are you talking about, Mark? If I had $1 and you gave me 10, expecting me to pay you back. Yeah. The thing is, debt can be transferred, debt can be sold. Um, the idea of debt is that the vast majority of people are going to pay back so that it overcompensates for the people that default on their loans. That's what happens with mortgages. Like a lot of people default on their mortgages. A lot of banks lose money on foreclosures and stuff, but they have so many houses under their systems, under their control that it makes up for all those losses. What are your thoughts on being Jack bald, mustached, and single, living in a dorm, waiting for your life to get good? I mean, just keep your head up. Just keep your head up. All you can do is just appreciate the silence now, because in 10, 20 years, when you have screaming kids, when you have a dog, when you have all that stuff, like, you're not going to be able to do that. So just enjoy the journey. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy your freedom. Enjoy the ability to put in work. Enjoy the ability to work on yourself, because there's going to be a time where you have so much responsibility that it's hard to get these things done. And you're going to think back appreciating those days. Trump or Kamala? Trump. I don't advocate for anyone that is against freedom of speech, and Trump's never said anything about stepping on the freedom of speech, whereas Kamala has, and that's a big no-no for me. What is the young book called? It's called Psychology and Alchemy, and it's Jung. It's not spelled the normal way. He's Swiss. I've read it, and I genuinely don't understand how it can be followed without heavily censoring it. Yeah, it was really, really cool. Yeah, when you look into the Sufis, they have a lot of the same esoteric principles as the Christians. It's weird how like the older religions kind of borrowed from each other. Yeah, the Bible's meant to be left up to the individual. It's meant to be like a textbook for the individual, but if you look at the institution of the Catholic Church, for centuries they only had it in Latin, and they only taught Latin to the priests, so that you had to go to the church to see God, and it's really another control mechanism. All right, Sam, we're not gonna insult people here. If I get a taper fade with my no hair on top. I mean, dude, think of the Crusades. Think of what people did in the name of Christianity. I mean, it's also like, are they going to take it literally, or are they going to take it, representative? Like, there's parts of the Bible that are telling you to, like, I don't remember exactly what, but there's like some weird parts of the Bible. It doesn't mean you have to do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to follow it. I think you should be able to evaluate the things on your own and apply what you want and what you don't want. You got divorced, that's your debt. That's fucking crazy. That's how much debt you have from divorce. Dude, what did you do to this chick? How was she able to get you for that much? Were you paying her lawyer fees? Oh, okay. How do you get so much? What? How do you put you in debt? That's insane. Is it true or not? What true? That's not true. What the fuck? That's just not true. No, that's not true. That's one of the funniest things I've literally ever heard. Oh my god. That's just not true. Keep it family friendly. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I wanna make a book study club in Discord. Sure, yeah. I think that's a good idea, actually. I don't how should we have it work? Nerd? Yes, I'm a nerd. Look at the name of the channel. I've read like 400, 500 books this year alone. Yeah, there's a rainbow flag everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I'll think about that. That's an interesting idea. What's my actual job? Don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay, the thing is, like, I have nothing else to do. Like, I don't go drink anymore. I don't go do any, like, this is all I do. So, it makes it easy. You read where the fern grows? No. Whose room am I in? Don't worry about it. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna go drink? Am I gonna go, I don't know, hang out with my friends? Go play video games? Just read. It's the most fun thing to me. What do you mean applying the knowledge? Most of what I read is philosophy. How can you apply philosophy? I mean, I guess you could apply it in terms of conceptualizing your world, but like aside from that, there's not really a practical operation. What state are you in? Don't worry about it. Maybe you're asking these personal questions. This one behind me. I see the world in different places and new perspectives. Dude, I see enough of the world. It's fine. The one behind me is Playboy Cardi, I think. All right, I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm getting tired. Thank you guys for joining. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, peace out.